is a planning form training, and we're going to learn how to fill out a planning form, and we're going to learn how to brainstorm filling out a planning form. Okay? So, the first thing that we want to do when we're starting to do this, of course, is to decide on what we're doing. So, we want to think about what event we're going to do. So, ladies, what event should we plan?
I think a karaoke party.
Yeah. Karaoke party it is. Karaoke. All right. So then we need to figure out when we're going to do it. So let's pick a date.
Maybe a Canada Day party, July 1st.
Beautiful. Canada Day. And, oh, you know what? This event is Canada Day. Should we start again? Canada Day. And this goes into the activity. See? So we're going to learn as we go.
Yeah.
Planning for what event? Canada Day, get together. What activity? Karaoke. When? Canada Day, July 1st. So the first thing we want to talk about is who we are going to call. So this is an activity for Cody. And so who would you like to invite? Who would Cody like to invite?
Laura.
Laura. Okay, so I just want to talk about that for a second. So Laura has some support needs, but this is probably going to be in an evening. We're going to figure out the timing and stuff later. But she would need some kind of support. So can you think of somebody that you might want to invite along? Laura might enjoy having along with her. Let's say, for instance, her sister-in-law.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
So maybe Kate would like to come along.
So this would be unpaid
Yeah,
support.
she's their sisters-in-law, maybe, and she likes karaoke, so it would make sense for her to come along. So, which other friends do you think Cody would like to invite to a karaoke party? Sarah. I don't know, with an H or without an H? Okay, Sarah. And anybody else?
Maybe Rob might like to come.
Rob might. Anybody else?
Sally.
Well, Sally might like to come. Anybody else who likes to sing along and do that kind of thing? Anne. Knowing that that Cody loves to have fellas around that she can flirt with, are there any other fellas that she might like to invite?
Maybe Ben.
Ben might like to come. I bet you he'd really love to come.
Yeah.
And you know what? Brian might like to come too. So we've got our list of all these people. What we need to do is to make sure we've got all of their contact information so that we can be calling them. Okay, so we've got to get their phone numbers. And then once we get on the phone with Cody, Cody's going to phone all these people, and she's going to have all the detail. She's going to say, hey, would you like to come to karaoke, a Canada Day karaoke thing? We're going to have a blast. And then they can say yes, no, or maybe, and can keep track of that there. The really cool thing is for people like, say, maybe Laura, maybe Brian, who might need a little bit of support. Once you get this all filled out, this could be emailed to them. And then they can have all the information that they need in order to have their support in place, or to, you know, get money ready, or, you know, if they have any issues with noises or lights or anything, they can contact the venue, find out, is it physically accessible, all those things, right?
Right.
So this is why this is so important. Okay, so now we're going to think about the time. So for Cody, what time of day would be the best for her to do a karaoke thing?
I think early evening is good for Cody. 6:30 to 7.
Okay. So which would you think?
Let's say 6:30.
6:30. Okay, so it's going to be 6:30 p.m.
Yeah.
All right, now this is going to be when it starts.
Yes.
So what time should we meet there? Do you think?
6:15.
6:15. And what time do you think people should start wrapping up?
Maybe around 8:30.
8:30? And what time do you think everything will be completely done and everybody will sort of be on their way home?
I'd say by 8:45 or 9.
Okay, let's say 8:45. Because then people might be home by 9,
Yeah.
right? And I can just see Laura asking, okay, what time are we meeting? What time does it start? How long are we going to be doing, you know, whatever? She'll want lots of information. Is there going to be food involved? Are there going to be drinks? It's going to be alcohol. Are there non-alcoholic drinks? So we need to talk about that. So the place is going to be where?
Tonic, right?
Tonic. So I'm pretty sure, I've only been there a few times, but I'm pretty sure that they have both food and drinks,
Yes.
right? So let's go back up here, since we know that it's going to be at Tonic. We're going to talk about, is there going to be food? So are we going to have food there?
I think people can purchase their own food. It is available,
Yep.
but purchase your own food and drink.
Okay.
There is non-alcohol and alcohol.
Purchase own food and drinks. And we have alcohol, alcohol. Spelling doesn't count on
That's right.
what do you call it? Alcohol or no alcohol. So you would want to make sure that was clear, and you would want to say how much money this would cost. So let me just check here to see what we have here. Okay, so we've got the cost down there. We want to know, is there gluten-free options there?
I'm not sure.
I'm going to say, if we're not sure, I'm going to say, we're not sure.
We can leave the phone number for people to call if they're concerned for gluten-free or dietary needs.
Yep. So, what's their phone number? 705-555. 5000. Call for further info. So we are going to say here, gluten-free, we don't know. Not sure. So people would need to look into that if they needed to know that. Is there anything else that you can think? What about accessibility?
I know Code's been there, so
So it must be.
I'm going to assume it's
Okay,
accessible. Yeah.
and Laura has been there too, so I'm going to say it's fully accessible. It has to be. Is there a fully accessible washroom there?
I've only been there once. I can't.
Okay, so you know what? You put a question mark beside that one too. so this one we need to,
Yeah.
and same with this one. Alright, transportation, how are people getting there, do you think?
Well,
All these people.
it's on George Street, so I'm sure the bus goes right downtown.
Okay, so there's busing,
Yeah.
there's a bus stop nearby.
Mm-hmm.
Can you read this?
And then Code has her own van,
Okay.
so there's lots of parking downtown at that time of night.
Okay, so parking nearby. It gets harder to write on this as you get down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Parking nearby. And would there be a cost for the parking at that time of the day?
No,
It's free.
Okay. Meal, we already talked about food, so it's just going, it's not gonna be a meal, it'll be just
maybe
if
just
you,
a snack.
snacks if you want it, right? Snack on your own. Okay, is that clear enough?
Yep.
All right, is there anything else that we need to write in here?
Well, under when we call, it's we need to call our MSN, like the MSN messaging, the Facebook Messenger that Cody uses a lot of Facebook Messenger. So that needs to be checked.
Okay, so let's put in here around communication. Excuse me. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to be RSVPing by, what do you call it? Messenger
Facebook Messenger, I think.
or by, how
Or
else?
by phone.
RSVP by Facebook Messenger. So do you think, going back up here then, do you think that phoning is the only way, or do you think that there are some of these people who would respond to a Facebook message?
Yeah, there'd be some.
So this could be phone calls or Facebook?
Yep.
Cool. Facebook Messenger could be phone. Is there any other way that Cody would be contacting these people? Or would that be pretty much? That would be it? Okay. Okay, so we can always come back to this if we see that there's something else that we're missing.